the line, Luca Brasi and the Gent, Jimmy Conway, together, South Philly's finest, with signs all over to my left. South Philly's finest section. Jimmy Conway, Luca Brasi looking extremely focused tonight. And South Philly has certainly got their fans here in Hazleton. They would love to reward them by walking out with the PPW Tag Team Championship titles. They've certainly got a lot of grievances here in the last couple months, being mocked by TJ Masters and the arrogance of excellence. Well, these are the 6-time PPW Tag Team Champions. They're nobody to mock. And tonight they're going to show exactly what I'm talking about. Jimmy Conway and Luca Brasi, not even arguably, but the best tag team in PPW history, trying to regain those titles. Now we go up to Paul Bowe for the introduction of their opponents. Well, Clutch Adams and Johnny Moran, the PPW Tag Team Champions, as evidenced by those titles that they have put their own faces on. The arrogance of excellence, telling South Philly to get out of the ring. We are headed here for a big one. Paul Bowe joining me on commentary. I'm sorry, I tried to make it not happen as well.
Phil, tag team elimination style tables match. And you can even explain the rules of that one.
I've done enough talking tonight, Paul. Well, will this be the last time the arrogance of excellence hands over those titles to Jeff Carden? We shall see. The first thing that South Philly's finest is going to do if they get the titles back, says Luca Brasi, is take those ridiculous pictures of Johnny Moran and Clutch Adams' face off those titles.
Clutch Adams handing the ropes to Action Jackson. That is Justin Jackson, our timekeeper.
Now, Clutch Adams is real particular about how you grab his coat.
What?
His coat.
Oh, okay.
This is a family program, Paul.
I don't even want to tell you what Jeff Carden said to me in the ring, but I'll tell you off the air. It had to do with Simon Gotch.
I can imagine. I think it probably ends with, or rhymes with Gotch as well. Well, South Philly's finest, very focused, as I said in the open, showing us right now using Clutch Adams and Johnny Moran against one another.
Wow, that's a good start.
South Philly trying to get those PPW Tag Team titles back, and it looks like Luca Brasi's about to go flying.
Tope Solocina, and they all fall down. South Philly, such a great following here at PPW here. Through the years, they are PPW originals, 5-time PPW Tag Team champions, looking to make the number 6 tonight in a tag team elimination style table match.
Well, action spilling out to the floor here. We got Luca Brasi and Johnny Moran right in front of our cameraman.
This might be nothing but an old-fashioned South Philly street fight here. You're not going to see any scientific maneuvers here. Both teams have lost all patience with each other. And it's on like Donkey Kong, as they say. Johnny Moran missing with a chop there right in Jimmy Conway's face here. Now into the hardest part of the ring. No!
Conway, great reversal, throwing over Johnny Moran. Moran's left shoulder hitting the exposed pole, or post, excuse me, on the outside of the ring. And Conway and Brazzi controlling this match early.
And there's no countouts in this match. You have to go through a table. Both members have got to be eliminated. And Jimmy looks like he's going for a table first.
Well, Moran rolled back into the ring.
That table got a big number 3 on it. I didn't know they knew your IQ. The 3ers would say PPW.
Yeah, whose IQ are we talking about? You don't know numbers and letters.
I went to community college. Sorry, fellas. That table looks like it's been used at the Last Supper. What happened?
Conway dragging into the middle of the ring. Johnny Moran trying to fight off what seems to be the inevitable.
Oh, Clutch caught him.
Wait, Clutch is going to put Brazzi through the table. Brazzi.
That table just fell down. Those legs are as wobbly as Ryan Race at the beer garage. Now, knee right to the midsection. Doubled over, Brazzi into the corner. Clutch stomping in the mud hole. Where is Ryan Race? He's nowhere to be found.
Well, Ryan Race was just speared by Dilberg. He might be watching this one from a stretcher in the back.
He couldn't get that lucky. There you see the tag team effort of Moran and Adams. The arrogance of excellence. What a perfect name for them.
Jimmy Conway fighting to try to get back in to save his partner. Brazzi's up.
Uh-oh.
And now wait, Conway's coming in.
Moving the table. Now what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
South Philly, great with tag team wrestling. One will be there for the other in the bleakest of times.
And we said South Philly can do it all. They can wrestle the high-flying style. They can get down and dirty and fight you. They can beat you with that scissors kick, whatever you want. South Philly can kind of do it all here in PPW. And there you see right on cue you said about the tag team continuity there.
It seems like almost every one of their moves, Brazzi and Conway get involved with it, multiplying the effect of the move. And that's why they're one of the best tag teams in PPW history. Brazzi going up. This isn't going to end well for Clutch Adams.
Brazzi looking to take flight from that top rope. Holding the Dudley boys. Oh, right to the lower section of the body there. Clutch hopping around. I know Easter was last week, but he's hopping like a bunny there.
Jimmy Conway getting Luca Brazzi back into the moment. Get the tables. The Team 3D references continue as South Philly's finest has Clutch Adams right exactly where they want him.
Clutch is a couple seconds away. Here comes Johnny Moran like a ninja with those black tights on.
Jimmy Conway still doesn't know his partner's thrown outside the ring.
Oh, Luca into the ring post hard.
Conway still blind to it.
Oh, man. There's a shot in the family jewels.
That'll make you lose all energy. All power.
Backed up now, laying on the table. Uh-oh, Adams about to take flight.
Clutch Adams with the elbow through.
Jimmy Conway's been eliminated.
The arrogance of excellence up 2-1. And that is not a good thing for Luca Brazzi, who, as we referenced earlier, South Philly relies on one another to get the job done Not a lot of singles experience for Luca Brasi here at PPW. And Johnny Moran is going to weaken Brasi before he throws him back into the ring for his partner.
Clutch Adams now with the foot right on the throat of Luca Brasi. Big stomp right to the mouth.
Moran grabbing a table right in front of us. Hey, it looks like there's a number 3 on it, Paul. Oh, no, that's a W, isn't it?
Once again, the arrogance of excellence pandering to the crowd. Where is Ryan Race? Is all I'm saying. Where is Ryan Race?
Well, TJ Masters also conspicuous by his absence.
Arrogance of excellence having their way with South Philly. This crowd is a hush.
And looking at the face of Luca Brasi says it all. He has been through hell and back. The table lined up on the other side of the ring. And the arrogance of excellence just playing around with Luca Brasi right now. This could be their undoing. As we've seen South Philly come from the bleakest of moments to come up and capture a win. Arrogance of excellence has to have known that. Has to have done the research. And right now living up to their name.
I'm just stunned here the way the arrogance of excellence has been controlling this matchup from the get-go.
Well, that's a solid point, Paul. I mean, South Philly's used to controlling the action, getting the crowd behind them. And oh, he's going to spear Clutch Adams. Up to Paul Bowe.
So now it's Johnny Moran against Luca Brasi. Tables everywhere.
Luca Brasi with a cutter. And now Johnny Moran in dire straits right now, where a couple minutes ago, Johnny Moran and his partner, Clutch Adams, were in firm control of this match. Luca Brasi searching for a table. As Paul just referenced, tables everywhere in this match. Bodies laying everywhere in this match.
Speaking of Ryan Race, Brasi getting the table. What a nice spray paint job. That must have came from the PPW archives.
That's the warehouse up in the Adirondacks. Looks like a bat cave. Or, you know, Ryan Race's basement. Clutch Adams withering in pain on the outside. Inside the ring, Johnny Moran and Luca Brasi going at it.
Oh, man, Brasi fired back. Step up insecurity. Moran backs up.
Moran laying on that table. Luca Brasi up to the top rope.
Buckling.
Luca Brasi. Johnny Moran's weight crushed the table. Luca Brasi up at the top saying, wait a minute. Johnny Moran broke the table. And South Philly's finest. South Philly's finest have won the PPW Tag Team Championship.
I'll tell you what, I can't believe what I just saw. But Johnny Moran was his own victim there. went through the table. Sometimes brains is not always first on the list, Phil.
Look on Jimmy Conway. He was outside. Jimmy Conway's confused.
Oh my God, who witness? Because I am in the presence of some amazing people here in Hazleton, Pennsylvania.
I'll tell you what, Phil, the crowd loves it.
We love each and every one of you. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We're going to do this another 6 times. This is the land of Nebraska.
What?
Wait a minute, what's this?
Oh! Phil, I know who that is.
Who?
That is Sent to Slaughter. And I'll tell you what, the Battle of Fort Sumter might have started the Civil War, but Sent to Slaughter has started a war here in PPW.
Jimmy Conway looking to fight him off, doesn't know where he's at.
Oh man, why are these guys aren't even under contract? These guys are not even under contract.
Well, get in there, Cardin. What are you waiting for?
You think Cardin's gonna get in there?
Get in there. What are you waiting for?
He got things the size of yours.
What, he's a referee, isn't he? Isn't he supposed to be the one that stops this?
Levin took his shirt off. Now let's see him take his shirt off again.
Luca Brasi hard into the corner, and this has just ended up being an attack, an onslaught.
Where did they come from? I mean, I know where they came from, but I mean, where did they come from?
The same corner Jason King came from a couple months ago.
Oh my God!
Wow!
He slung him across the ring. Look at the look on the face of Danny Moff and Shane Donovan. Sean Donovan's been around for a long, long time. Why are they here?
Brasi's about to go across the ring. And what a celebration for South Philly. Jimmy Conway showing his heart right now.
Sean Donovan stomping away. The bell has rung numerous times. Danny Moff and Sean Donovan stomping. South Philly's fights. And listen to this crowd.
Donovan and Moff immediately making themselves somebody to watch for here at PPW, dragging the lifeless body of Jimmy Conway across the ring.
You talk about spoiling a victory celebration. Into the turnbuckle hard. Conway's got nothing. Oh my God, somebody get out here and stop it.
Well, nobody coming to the aid of South Philly. I guess you really know who your friends are.
Oh man. Oh, Moff with the super kick. Oh, I got double super kick. And I'll tell you what.
I thought Fast Freddy was coming down here for a minute. No one seems to want to get involved here, and who can blame them?
Oh, I think you should get out there, Phil.
Yeah, maybe.
What do you think?
Yeah, probably shake both of their hands and leave.
Come on, get security, get something else.
Well, EJ, you get out there then, EJ.
You're the big tough guy that wants to take everybody to 5th Street.
Jim Holbert trying to tell everybody to knock it off. Good luck there.
Wow.
And Luca Brasi. Oh!
Where's that constable when you...
Get Dr. Frank out here.
Luca Brasi picked up by the seat of his pants and thrown out. Right to Jeff Cardin. And now look at this. Double cannonball. into the corner of Jimmy Conway.
And Danny Moff is laughing like the Grinch that stole Christmas.
This crowd in Hazleton stunned by what's going on. A couple minutes ago, there was a party on South Street.
He wants the mic. I'm going to give him the mic.
Well, you better. Look at me.
I'm going to keep this real short and simple. So all of you people in Hazleton can understand. This was a public execution perpetrated by Donovan and Moff.
Oh, that's a great way of putting it.
Phil, I believe every word Danny Moff is saying. I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too.
Why don't one of you cowards get up here? I'm not getting up.
Well, I ain't going anywhere.
Hey, EJ, tell him you'll take him on 5th Street.
We're going to commercial break. PPW High Voltage, be back after this. Welcome back to PPW High Voltage. Deshaun Pratt on his way to the ring. And hey, sometimes you're in the right place at the right time. And Deshaun Pratt is a recipient of that. His opponent not showing up tonight. Injuries related. Deshaun Pratt gets in the ring against Richard Swan. And a man he's had a lot of trouble with in the last month, Casey Navarro. We go up to Paul Bowe. To Deshaun Pratt's opponent. Casey Navarro turning heads a couple months ago at PPW and Impact Wrestling's New Beginnings. Ever since then, getting a lot of fans behind him, a lot of people in the industry behind him. Trying to impress a man who had once had the industry behind him and still does, quite frankly, but he was at one time an up-and-comer, Deshaun Pratt. Pratt thinking that Navarro was a little cocky. If you remember these two unsuccessfully tagging together against Anthony Gangone and the Amazing Red last month at PPW Juice. No love lost between them before the match, certainly none now. We go up to Paul Bowe for both of their opponents, and this place is about to start dancing. I can feel it. This man will go from one corner to the other, and I'm talking leaping. Rich Swan, the dance party is on. Justin, stop moving. You're making people jealous. Rich Swan looking like he's in a great mood tonight. As I'm joined here by Paul Bowe.
Philip, this will be a high-flying affair. Rich Swan, Casey Navarro, and the Prince of Camden, Deshaun Pratt.
Rich Swann in a great mood tonight. We'll see if he's in a great mood after this match.
Well, he should be. He got his beauty sleep.
Quite frankly, I think Rich Swann needs to stay out of the way of Deshaun Pratt and Casey Navarro. Navarro's feeling it.
He's shaking his money maker. I seen Freddie Akers dance like that
Oh boy.
down at Sammy's Hideaway back in the day. Deshaun Pratt is not amused.
Deshaun Pratt getting a new look on life, if we can say that. Very serious look on life. Oh my goodness, speaking of serious.
Oh, Swann with a split.
You see Freddie do that?
Yeah, no.
I did when he fell down the steps.
I'm not going to argue with you there.
Poor Freddie. Oh, good shot of Richard Swann there.
Richard Swann, Impact X Division champion. And it looks like Casey Navarro and Swann are going to start it off. And Deshaun Pratt is on summer break there up on the turnbuckles.
Well, Navarro's telling him to stay up there. They'll just wrestle one-on-one, him and Swann. Pratt's fine with it. Swann's calling Pratt a chicken. Well, Deshaun Pratt telling both Navarro and Swann he does what he wants, when he wants. And now it looks like we're finally going to, well, maybe not start this match. Card needs to do his job, I think. Ring
Carden?
the bell. Well, ring the bell.
Carden doesn't have the bell, you idiot.
Well, no, he signals for it. Have you ever seen this thing before? Deshaun Pratt, John with a fan behind us. Thought he was talking to you.
He said you suck, so the shoe fits wear it.
Well, I'm telling you.
Oh, man! How about a little chin music for Deshaun Pratt, and he bails out of dodge there. Right in the face, Swann and KC. This bout is underway. Carden will not signal for the bell.
Rich Swann in the very home-looking Eagles attire.
There we go.
Man knows
Big
how to
side
pick a good
headlock
crowd.
applied by Casey Navarro. Swann quick to throw him for the ride. Big shoulder block, didn't go anywhere. Swann, big shoulder tackle, knocks Casey down. And now Swann starting to strut. Look like Billy White Shoes Johnson. Kip up by Casey Navarro. Mile-a-minute action here. There's a leapfrog by Swann. Oh, beautiful headstand by Casey Navarro and a drop down there. All over the place, Phil.
It's like watching action figures in real life.
Oh, and Casey's caught in a spider web. Swann ducks down. Uh-oh, here comes the 5-7-0 in Hazleton, PA. Navarro has him measured. Oh, man, right in the teeth. And Casey Navarro feeling it here from this crowd here tonight on PPW High Voltage.
And watch out, Deshaun Pratt.
Oh, man, the hardest part of the ring, you heard his head hit right off that metal beam, Phil.
Pratt is the ultimate opportunist. Sat outside, pretending to be frustrated, waiting for a moment when he could attack Casey Navarro specifically. And now it's going to be Pratt against Swann. Pratt's already annoyed
Very
Swann.
nice lucha arm drag by Deshaun Pratt into the wheelbarrow. Swann spins around. Another lucha arm drag by Rich Swann. These three men are so fundamentally sound. Oh, man, big slam. Spine buster by Deshaun Pratt. Put Rich Swann down. Those legs aren't flopping anymore. He looks like Carson Wentz in a regular Eagles game, down on his back. And Deshaun Pratt starting to hammer away like an opportunistic Ezekiel Elliott as he ripped apart the Eagles' defense.
Well, I'm a Giants fan, Paul, so I don't really like, watch football a lot.
Big slam by Deshaun Pratt. I'm a Dolphins fan. Our quarterback, God knows who that's going to be this year. Probably Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Hopefully Marino.
Can't do any worse.
We don't get a chance to say this a lot about Deshaun Pratt. Deshaun Pratt actually can use his power against these two. These two using their agility, using their speed, as does Pratt. But Pratt finds himself in a unique opportunity here tonight to be able to be the one to use his power instead of his speed.
And Deshaun Pratt at 185 pounds packs a powerful punch for only 185 pounds. He's putting every ounce behind that as he's delivering blows to Rich Swann.
Navarro's still out there on the outside of the ring, feeling the effects. Just a couple seconds ago, Casey Navarro was in control of this match.
Very nice suplex by Deshaun Pratt, floats over, and a kick out by Swann.
You know, last month we seen the issues start between Deshaun Pratt and Casey Navarro. We got Casey's side of it. We couldn't get Deshaun Pratt. He left the building, pushed our camera out of the way.
Now let me ask you something, Phil. If you were in this match, which is a real joke, but if you were, what would your strategy be against any one of these three competitors?
Probably run, but to be honest, I mean, you're really looking at Casey Navarro, okay? Casey Navarro doesn't have the power and he doesn't have the speed. He's an obvious underdog here. These two have more veteran abilities. They've been around the ring quite a bit. I think Deshaun Pratt, if I'm him, I'm using my experience and my power. If I'm Rich Swann, I'm using Deshaun Pratt and Casey Navarro against each other.
Both men extension pleasantries here in the middle of this 18 by 18 foot ring. Swann, like the Energizer Bunny, keeps going and going. Big whip across the ropes, now reversal. Sean hard to the cut. Pratt comes in, nobody home. Kick right, he didn't get much of that one, but he caught him enough to stun him. Step up enziguri by Rich Swann. Beautiful Frankensteiner from a standing position. Takes over to Prince of Camden. Navarro back up, collected his thoughts outside. Navarro's shoulder heavily taped with that kinesis tape. Navarro ducks the line. Big Casey Navarro, 130 pounds, putting every ounce behind it. A drop kick stuns Swann. Back in the corner. Big stinger splash by Casey Navarro. Whips him into the ropes. Big reversal. Up and over is Navarro. Look at this. Phil planted him like a palm tree in the Sunshine State. Floats over, shoulders down, side press. Kick out by Rich Swann. Phil, we are seeing an instant classic here. Mile a minute action only on PPW High Voltage.
If you notice how crisp Casey Navarro's moves are, how crisp. He's hitting everything. Bang, bang. He's not wasting any time whatsoever in this match. Kick by Navarro stuns Richard Swann. All three men out. All three have the same move. And all three laying down looking at the lights.
All three laid out. Referee Jeff Carden checking on each competitor. He'll be getting the start counting. Phil, whoever gets that vertical base first will have an ultimate advantage in this one.
Swann starting to come to his feet, as is Navarro and Pratt. And you're absolutely right, Paul. A race to their feet to see who can gain this advantage.
Pratt first up on his feet. Up and over goes Rich Swann. Here comes Navarro. Double sunset flip. Navarro got planted right on his head. Oh man, martial arts style kick by Swann. Michinoku driver by Swann. Matchbook cover and a kick out at 2. Phil, mile a minute action here. I can't keep up with it.
Deshaun Pratt instinctively kicked out of that. I don't think he knows where he's at. Casey Navarro certainly doesn't. And Richard Swann's looking to end this match right now.
These three have more chemistry than a high school science fair. I'll tell you what, they're laying it on the line tonight. Everyone here at PPW is clapping as loud as they could. Deshaun Pratt down. Rich Swann up top. He's about to take flight. Oh, step up enziguri by Casey Navarro. Swann on that top turnbuckle.
Swann's out.
Navarro up top. Poison run off the top rope by Casey Navarro. Swann is stunned. Here comes Pratt with a running forearm. Knocked Navarro down.
The opportunist waiting.
Oh, Canadian Destroyer by the young South Florida native. Backbreaker.
And Deshaun Pratt smells blood. Carting down.
Kick out by Navarro. Phil
What is going to keep his shoulders off that mat? What is it going to take for Deshaun Pratt to put him away as we are 13 minutes into this match and no one has given an inch? Swan's outside trying to clear the cobweb.
Well, I would too. You know, I'd let these two deal with it. That's really what it is. Deshaun Pratt, Casey Navarro. Look at
oh man!
Swan move.
Navarro missed wildly. Look at this. They're going absolutely ballistic. Navarro! Tope Suicida! Head first, no regard for his body. Here comes Deshaun Pratt. Misses caught up on that top rope.
Almost cost him. Look at the acrobatics by Deshaun Pratt on the outside.
Both men went for the same move. Navarro about to take flight. Wish Swan would have did that this morning at 7. Here comes Navarro. Tope Suicida off the top rope. Oh my God! They are absolutely putting on a clinic here at Holy Family Academy. Casey Navarro with the Tope Cojilo over the top rope. Navarro going up top.
Navarro smells it.
High reward. He can smell it in the water. Swan is joining him. Big frog splash. Shades of Eddie Guerrero. Swan on a frog splash on Navarro on 2. Oh my God!
Deshaun Pratt thought that he moved out of the way in the perfect time.
More false finishes than EJ at the prom.
You're on fire tonight.
Swan trying to get up. Navarro trying to get up. I don't know how much more of my voice I have left here.
Pratt's outside.
Rolls him up. Matchbook cover. Oh,
he connected.
Man.
Pin him now.
Malfunction at the junction. Swan up top. High risk, high reward. Miss wildly with the red arrow. Here comes Navarro. Oh man! Reverse Hurricanrana. Floats over, shoulders down, back press. He's got him! He's got him!
Wow!
Here's your winner, the Sky Repair Casey Navarro.
How is Deshaun Pratt going to have this taste in his mouth tomorrow?
Phil, absolutely. I say this every time Casey Navarro is in the ring. It is a top 10 match anywhere tonight. Casey Navarro's hand is held high. Rich Swan put up a valiant effort, and you didn't beat chopped liver in Deshaun Pratt. We'll be right back on PPW High Voltage.
PPW. When I first came to Hazleton a couple months ago, I thought to myself, I need to get my tail back here to Hazleton, PA. Fast forward 3/16/2019, I'm here, and I got into the ring with your boy Deshaun and one special guy named Casey Navarro. Now I've been up and down the road. I've made my total non-stop actions. I've made my impact in this business. Hell, I've entertained the world of wrestling, okay? But let me tell you something. Tonight, being the X Division champion, I can take a loss from somebody as good as this. And KC, hey, even though there was another guy in the match, I'll tell you now, that makes no excuse. You pinned me right here, 1, 2, 3, and I think we're looking at a future X Division champion right here. So I'll tell you now, kid, this is your moment.
I'm here with Mr. Good Luck, Samuel Adams. Mr. Adams, this is your first championship opportunity since March. What are you going to do different this time around?
What I'm going to do different tonight is not what I do different, but what I keep the same, Mr. Mitchell. Tonight, I step in the ring with a legend, a champion, and a coward. And all three of those things can sum up Mr. Good Luck Samuel Adams, Mr. PPW. Tonight, I bring home the gold. Tonight, I become your new World Heavyweight Champion.
I am here with PPW Heavyweight Champion, Evander James. Evander, where's your mind at heading into your first title defense?
My mind? Let me tell you what mine is right now. Tonight, I'm defending my PPW Heavyweight Championship against Too Cold Scorpio, a man I've looked up to since I was a kid. And not only that, I have Sam Adams and the golden ticket briefcase holder, Deshaun Pratt. Deshaun, I know what it's like to hold that briefcase. It's gone and brought me nothing but trouble. And tonight, you're gonna find out that briefcase is bad luck, because I'll still walk out PPW's heavyweight champion, because at the end of the day, you can't spell trust without us.
Well, Deshaun Pratt holding that PPW golden ticket briefcase that he won last month. It's been known to change careers here in PPW. And why would Deshaun Pratt be any different? Pratt, the Prince of Camden, 13-year veteran competitor that has competed all over the indie wrestling map. He's been in Ring of Honor, Evolve, Dragon Gate USA, CZW, and now making his home in Hazleton, making his home at PPW, and in search, just like everybody else, for that PPW Heavyweight Championship. We go up to Paul Bowe for the announcements of his opponents. Mr. Good Luck Samuel Adams weighing in this morning at 215 pounds. And from Isabela, Puerto Rico, the former PPW heavyweight champion is right behind me. And I don't know what's going on right now, but I need a new job. In all seriousness, Mr. Good Luck Samuel Adams, key victories over Juventud Guerrera, Nunzio, Petey, Williams, James Ellsworth, the list goes on. The former PPW heavyweight champion nearly grabbing the PPW heavyweight championship a couple months ago from Sean Carr. Let's kick it back up to Paul Bowe. Well, a man that needs no introduction, Too Cold Scorpio, a high flyer when high flyers were rare. He has been at it. A four-time ECW TV champion, a one-time WCW tag team champion, and he's dancing all over the Holy Family Gym. Too Cold Scorpio trained in the New Japan Pro Wrestling Dojo. And in order to survive there, you gotta be a tough competitor. Too Cold Scorpio is that and more. My pick to win it tonight, Too Cold Scorpio. Going to have to quickly get familiar with the likes of Deshaun Pratt, Sam Adams, and the PPW heavyweight champion, Evander James. Too Cold Scorpio got moves still. Paul Bowe doesn't know what to think. We go up to Paul Bowe for the last competitor of this one. Evander James taking on a new way of thinking. Getting these fans behind him, and Too Cold Scorpio is going to give him the respect to hold the rope for him. Evander James saying he wanted this match. More than any match that he's had in his career, he asked for this one. And the newly crowned PPW heavyweight champion, the most honest man in pro wrestling, comes in with excellent ring awareness and instincts, a fierce competitor, and Evander James isn't going to back down from anybody. Paul Bowe joining us here after that lengthy introduction.
Tell you what, I need to suck some wind after that. It's our main event here on PPW High Voltage. Paul Bowe, Philip J. Bravado.
Don't you ever mess my name up again, Paul.
Where's EJ?
I hit him with a shovel. He's out on 5th Street.
All right, this should be an interesting matchup here. I'll tell you what a test for Evander James. 3 formidable opponents. He does not even have to get pinned to lose his title. What are you laughing about, Phil?
He's starting to feel like the No Limits champion.
Well, he said, come one, come all.
Deshaun Pratt mocking or stalking, whatever you want to say, to Evander James with that PPW golden briefcase.
And you see an alliance right here. The three shaking hands.
And Deshaun Pratt is going to dig his own grave in this one, Paul. The cockiness that we've seen in Deshaun Pratt develop, some would say always there. Yes, Casey Navarro, I think he would probably say the latter.
Hey, what? We got some good news from Casey Navarro. I saw his post on Facebook today. He said a step in the right direction, and the step was highlighted. So hopefully to see Casey Navarro back here sooner rather than later. Excuse me, Phil.
Well, there's no excuse for you, Paul, but Casey Navarro obviously being missed here by the crowd here in Hazleton. Deshaun Pratt doesn't miss him at all, I can tell you that. I was highlighting that Evander James wanted this match to prove to Too Cold Scorpio how far of a competitor he has come.
Oh, everybody all met at the middle, and Evander James got drop kicked.
Well, somebody copied somebody's homework, Paul.
And Scorpio and Sam Adams just saw the first alliance forming of this fatal four-way, double teaming on Deshaun Pratt. Big whip, Deshaun rolls through. Oh, springboard cross body block by Evander James, and they all fall down.
Oh, Evander James using the best of his 224 pounds. Or something like that. I didn't weigh him this morning.
Tell you what, Evander James so light on his feet.
Absolutely.
And the fans want to see this, the briefcase holder against Evander James, and Deshaun Pratt wisely will choose to fight another day. He has that briefcase. He's not going to let that go.
Is there anybody that plays more mind games in PPW than than Deshaun Pratt? Pratt rolling out of the ring, not giving the satisfaction to Evander James. And now we're going to see two former PPW heavyweight champions, one current, and Evander James take each other on here.
Oh, what an acrobatic flip by James. Ducks under, rear waist lock, rolls him up, shoulders down. Adams kick out, not even a count. Foot sweep, shoulders down, mile a minute action here, Phil, on high voltage. Crucifix trying to go for the backslide. Oh, look at this. Big choke slam.
Sam Adams showing his raw power there.
Oh, big. Talk about picking your spots. Deshaun Pratt was there to deliver. And this crowd here at Holy Family Academy letting him hear it.
I'm surprised Sam Adams isn't picking up one of his teeth after that. Deshaun Pratt not waiting for any alliances to come his way. He's taking on three people, and he knows that.
And he will not even lock up with Evander.
The mind games continue from Deshaun Pratt.
Let's see if Scorpio and Evander are going to lock up.
Oh, Evander's loving this.
This is a dream come true. Evander James, big Too Cold Scorpio fan. But you know what? It's out the window now when you get in that squared circle. Look at Scorpio go!
Both men have mutual respect for one another.
I don't think the do-si-do what you and I, Phil, out at the ball tonight at the Elks where Miller is. Scorpio winds it up, and there's a martial arts style kick to Evander James.
Well, Evander James let his guard down to a veteran. Never do that.
Shoulders down, one-legged cover. Evander just kicked out there, Phil.
Oh, that was a mistake that almost cost him. Hopefully he can learn from that.
Well, you know, sometimes you get a little bit starstruck, and Evander James might have been starstruck there, but...
Well, Too Cold Scorpio playing the mind games before the match even happened, holding the rope open for Evander James, letting him have his guard down just a little bit more. And Scorpio, my pick to win this thing, looking like I'm gonna be right here.
Chop right across the chest now to the back of Evander James, and now like a piranha that with blood in the water as Deshaun Pratt is circling him, and so is Scorpio.
As you alluded to earlier, Pratt not wanting to lock up with James, but hey, he'll give him a swift kick in the ribs.
Absolutely, he'll turn his back on him, and then he'll stab him in the back, kind of like here on Commentator's Row.
What? Sam Adams rolling out of the ring.
Sam Adams
He's
really
hung
hasn't
up to dry.
He hasn't got started this match yet. They kind of took him out early.
Deshaun Pratt making sure he doesn't get in the ring. Deshaun Pratt's got to ride this little alliance he's got with Too Cold for everything.
Snuck in for a cover, 2 count, and a kick out by Evander.
Evander James showing a lot of heart here, a lot of the reason why he won that PPW Heavyweight Championship in the first place. Of course, Evander James upsetting Sean Carr, surprising everyone in Hazleton. Maybe one of the shockers of 2019 as we're almost halfway through this year already.
What a year, Phil, huh?
Highlighted, of course, by the PPW New Beginning show, kicking it off in January.
I hear rumors happening that there's going to be another one coming in the second half of 2019.
Well, I'll have to talk to Tom Mitchell about that.
Well, I heard rumors of like Heinz Stadium in Pittsburgh. Oh, man! Big slam! The black and gold pants representing the Steelers, like Scorpio, slammed right down, right on cue.
Evander James gritting his teeth through all of the pain. He's finally going to have a chance to lock up with Deshaun Pratt.
Look at this. Phil, head to head, nose to nose.
And now we finally get what we want. A street fight between these two.
Oh, it's all broken down. And here comes Sam Adams and Scorpio with a double axe handle to the back. Look at that chop, almost knocked his block off. That caught him more in the nose, I think. Scorpio setting him up. Man, big power bomb by Too Cold Scorpio. Up top.
Wait, where's Scorpio going?
Look at this.
The veteran
One,
still looking
two.
great.
Adams just broke it off with the moonsault off the top rope.
Sam Adams is the only reason Too Cold Scorpio is not the PPW Heavyweight Champion.
Oh, man. Did you see that? Woo.
Adams is going to have no teeth by the end of this.
He's calling for the 450, crowd chanting, you still got it. Scorpio going up top. High risk, high reward.
And wait a minute, Evander James.
Oh, step up enziguri by James. Credo, inside Credo roll up. Evander's shoulders are down.
Oh, smart move by Deshaun Pratt.
Pratt is so quick on his feet.
And stalling right at the right moment.
Lifting him up on top of the ropes. Here comes Adams. Oh, pulled his pants down. We saw a new moon on Monday. How about one on Sunday? Backstabber by Adams. James up top. 450, nailed it. 1, 2, 3. James retains. What a match. Here's the winner. And still PPW Heavyweight Champion, Evander James. Phil, he went up top. He delivered the 450 right on cue. And Evander James fights off not one, not two, but 3 men. And his hand is held high by Jim Hobart on PPW High Voltage. What a show, Phil. For Paul Bowles, for Phil Bravado, E. Julius Kuiper, Tom Mitchell down in the boiler room. You've been watching PPW High Voltage. Good night, everybody. Wait a minute. Oh, man, he blasted him with the briefcase. Are we going to see a cash-in?
Deshaun Pratt taking it to Evander James. You have to wonder, Paul, if we are going to see a cash-in.
I'll tell you what. There goes the stickers coming off the briefcase.
Deshaun Pratt just took the party out of Hazleton. And wait a minute. If he lets that go, he's cashing it in.
He's not stopping, Phil. He wants to hurt Evander James.
Well, why not if the match didn't start yet? And no, he's going to save it. Deshaun Pratt playing mind games with Evander James and everyone here in Hazleton. We're going to have to see because, Paul, one day that man is going to cash that in. And you have to think that he's got a very good shot of being successful.